like to call the February 21st, 2024 Business Committee, Finance and Transportation meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Buffy Lynn Sharpenshay.
Here.
Mr. Clyde Duplantis.
Here.
Ms. Leslie Wells.
Thank you, Ms. Eno. Item 2, Finance. To receive a report on audit findings from the 2023 Annual Comprehensive Financial Report.
Per the Louisiana Legislative Auditor Standards, follow-up to audit findings must be presented to the board until the resolution has occurred with the findings. We had 2 findings this year. The first one was based on procurement. The result of this finding was that documentation for the programs purchased, it was technical, it was IT programs used in the classrooms were purchased, and the information supporting the purchase wasn't attached with the documentation. Therefore, our resolution was to provide a copy of 2 CFR 200.320 to all of our grant administration and procurement staff. As of February 16, 2024, we had accomplished that. In January of 2024, a review of contract workflow was conducted, and additional workflow was created to ensure that administrators were included in the review of all contracts generated within the district's ERP system. The guidance was reviewed, and the second finding was on reporting. The FEMA reimbursement requests were not being reviewed or signed off by the business department. This finding has also been corrected as of February 14, 2024. The business manager began conducting a financial review of all reimbursement requests prepared by All South, and once they are reviewed, it's signed off by the business manager and submitted for reimbursement. And as I stated, both of these issues have been resolved.
Thank you. Any public comment? Any discussion from the board? Moving on to item B. To receive a monthly budget to actual report for all major funds for the period through January 31st, 2024. Ms. Eno?
Major funds after the 2023 Annual Comprehensive Financial Report are the General Fund, the 1995 Sales Tax Restricted Fund, the Salary Supplement Fund, Hurricane Recovery, and the 2021 Construction Fund. The 2021 Construction Fund report will be presented by Ms. Shasta Chasson at the Land and Facilities Committee meeting, and a separate report is being done for the Hurricane Recovery Fund. The General Fund budget to actual report shows that at this point, 60.70% of revenues have been collected and 75.2% of expenditures have been spent or obligated. Of the amount collected for revenues, we have received 64% of the budgeted ad valorem and 45% of budgeted sales tax revenue. The 1995 sales tax salary restricted fund analysis. To date, we've received, as of January 31st, we've received 45.2% of the revenues have been collected and 80.1% of the expenditures have been spent or obligated. Again, 45% of the budgeted sales tax revenue has been received for the year. Salary supplement fund analysis shows that at this point, 64.3% of the revenues have been collected and 1.3% of the expenditures have been spent or obligated. Again, this is the budgeted, 64.3% is the budgeted amount of ad valorem that has been received. And that's my report.
Any public comment? Any board discussion? Moving on to item C, to receive a financial report on Hurricane Ida response and recovery to date.
In comparison to December's report, the total amount of that we have that we have projects for is $29,000 more than what we had last month. So we have $107,935,206 in projects. There was no FEMA revenue received in January, but we have received some in early February. And as of right now, FEMA has obligated $60,084,128.
Thank you, Ms. Email. Any comments from the public? Any board discussion? None. Moving on to item 3, transportation. To receive a report of the transportation events from the previous month.
Madam Chairman, I'd like to introduce our newest member of the Transportation Department, our Transportation Supervisor, Mr. John Campbell.
I want to say thank you, each and every one of you inside this building, as well as in the public, in this wonderful district. It's wonderful to be back home. Opportunity to work with the wonderful bus drivers that we have inside this district, that they work and go above and beyond their measures on a daily basis. I just wish that we give us the opportunity to join together as one and make this transportation department not a department, but a family. A family that take care of the most precious cargo in the world, that's each and every one of its children inside this district. Give us some time, get my feet wet. Get my feet wet, immerse my whole body in it. And so, people with me from Cutoff. I understand bus drivers can make a long life impression on you. My bus driver, I remember Mr. Horace Berryhill, drove down in Cutoff. One day his stop arm was broken, so he reached underneath the dashboard and gave me a flag and told me to hold it out there. He said, hold it out there, stop the traffic. And so after that, then he gave me a cannon, one of them granddaddy cannons. And I said, wait a minute. All I gotta do is hold my arm out there. I'm on that cannon every time. So once again, I appreciate this district giving me an opportunity to work with the people of this district. Thank you very much.
I would like to say personally, welcome aboard. It's good to have another down the bayou person on staff. We welcome all, but it's good to have you back in Lafourche. I understand that you've been working in Terrebonne, so it's always nice to gain some talent back in our district. So welcome, and we look forward to working with you. All right, any comments from the public? Any board discussion? All right. Sensing none, with no further business, the meeting is adjourned.